Previously on Trip Mode Episode 5. The travelers walked the Myrtle Beach boardwalk, visited a local craft brewery, went souvenir shopping, cooked slow-cooked oxtails, and showed off the Marcel wireless temperature monitor for the Trip Mode tip of the trip.
I don't care about the scene, I don't care about the location. All that matters not to me, that you wherever I go, baby. I just need you by my side. Yeah, that's until the day I die.
Hey, so we're about to get our skate on. We are over at the Fun Warehouse, and it's kind of like a Dave & Buster's. They got amusements and games and everything, but they have a skating rink in here too. So we're gonna go and try that out. At least I am. He went already.
I'm
he
skating.
said it was nice. So
oh yeah.
We're gonna go
my second time.
Try it out. See how it is. See ya.
Right, we're at Captain George's Seafood. There is a long line of people waiting to get in. Yolanda and my mother-in-law are over there. See the hoodie right there? It's my mother-in-law, and Yolanda's over there. So we're waiting to get in. The first group of people that come in here is always going to be a long line, because people were probably standing in line waiting out of the door to get in this place. So we're in the parties of 4 or less lines, just waiting to get in. So. All right, we're getting closer. You ready to eat?
I've been ready.
All right, we're walking off the food that we had over at Captain George's, which is our favorite buffet here in Myrtle Beach, and we're just walking one of the main drags. They got a couple of main drags here.
This is Ocean Drive?
This is Ocean Drive. It's just 2 streets over from this street. Is there another street over? No, this street and then the boardwalk. Yeah, so this is street over, so this is the main drag. Yeah, we're just chilling, working off this food. We went to go to this cocktail lounge that was open yesterday, and it turned out that they weren't open today. So that's out of the plan. So we're gonna go to this Mexican restaurant that makes good cocktails and go hang out there and see if they're still open.
Yeah, we're on a cocktail hunt.
Yeah, we're on a cocktail hunt just to finish off the night and get back, throw some logs on the fire if it doesn't rain. All right, we made it to Banditos right here on the ocean, right there. Ocean's right there. You can jump in it from here. But yeah, we've been to Banditos before. We never had their food, but we had drinks from here before. And did you like it? You didn't really like your drink the last time.
The last time we came here, the guy who made my drink was like a new guy, so he didn't really know what he was doing. So the drink was horrible.
I think I had beer, so you couldn't mess that up. But I got a Paloma and you got a mojito.
I got a mojito.
Straight up mojito.
Yeah.
That's it. So we found our cocktail. Mission accomplished.
That's right. So I can go home happy.
Yes. All right, trip mode out. Yolanda is still sleeping. She's sleeping in late today. It's about 10:15 a.m. right now. So she might be up now though, but I said, I'm gonna go ahead and sneak on over here to the fun warehouse and do a little bit more skating, roller skating practice. So I got my skates and so that's what I'm doing this morning while she's napping. I got the whole skating rink to myself. It's only me out here. I am here at Warbird Park in Myrtle Beach, North Carolina. This airport that's over here was bought by the city in 1939, and in 1940 the Army Air Corps took it over, probably because of the war, and shortly thereafter they turned it into a training base for pilots. And then a couple years after that, probably 1943, 42, 43, it became an official air base installation. So the Army Air Corps is the predecessor to the Air Force. Once that became the Air Force, this became an Air Force base and was an Air Force base until 1991, when I believe it was Clinton. Yeah, I believe it was Clinton who signed the legislation in place that reduced our forces, shut down a bunch of Air Force bases, and Myrtle Beach Air Force Base was one of them. Fun fact, the airplane behind me, the A-10 Warthog, or A-10 Thunderbolt, is its official name, but we call it the Warthog. I used to maintain that plane when I was in the Air Force. Another fun fact, I was in the Air Force for 9 years. And I worked in back shop when I worked on the A-10s. I worked on the flight line when I worked on F-16, but my career field was aircraft armament systems, which is basically maintaining all of the weapon systems for fighter aircraft. The gun system, the bombing racks, arming and loading the missiles, de-arming the missiles, anything that had to do, troubleshooting all the computer systems that managed the various different missiles and the bombs and everything that had to do with that, maintaining that, troubleshooting that, replacing parts. But anyway, so the A-10 is one I worked on at Pope Air Force Base. But Myrtle Beach Air Force Base, another fun fact, my supervisor when I was stationed in Torrejon, Spain, working on F-16s, he was assigned here. I believe this was his first or second duty assignment. So he was stationed here at Myrtle Beach Air Force Base before they closed. So a bunch of fun facts. So there's some more fun facts of the trip for you. Warbird Park, Myrtle Beach, come and check it out. There's a walking path over here where you can walk. There's places to sit where you can go and sit and look at the airplanes take off, because there's still a airport here. There's a helicopter place where you can go catch fun helicopter rides around the city right over here. And so that's it. There's a walking trail, places to sit, eat, watch airplanes take off and land, and just come and read some of the interesting facts about this park and these aircraft. That's it. I believe this is our second fun fact of the trip and this one was full of fun facts. Trip mode out. Oh, I forgot to mention that there's a 9/11 memorial over here. It looks like they have a yearly golf outing for firefighters from all over the country to come here, because one of the big things to do here in Myrtle Beach is the golf. Lots of putt-putt golf courses and golf courses. So they got a 9/11 memorial over there to honor the firefighters that fell during the World Trade Center incident. And this place also has a wall. I think it's called the Wall of Service. And it looks like, based on my research, everybody who served at the Myrtle Beach Air Force Base has their name in a book. And there's a plaque for most of the people who are in the book. And I know everybody's not on there because I found my supervisor, who was my supervisor when I was stationed in Spain from 90. When was I in Spain? 1990 to 90. All of 1989, 1990, and 91. So he is in this book for his service because he was stationed here right before he went over there, and his name is in the book, but he doesn't have a plaque yet. Looks like they're not finished getting all the plaques set up. See, this wall is empty and there's numbers here. He's in this column 35 in the book, but his name's not on here. And if you look over here, here's a more complete wall that has all of the plaques on it for the different names. So I guess they're in the process of continuing to build out this wall, but it's basically listing all of the people that served at Myrtle Beach Air Force Base, apparently. And I found my old supervisor, Johnny Moore, which is very cool. Haven't heard from him or seen him and since I left Spain. I heard he's still around because I talked to somebody who ran into him at a nightclub here in South Carolina. But anyway, so I just wanted to point out these couple of facts that they're building this wall of service. The numbers that are on the top here were built by an eagle, that were put on here by an Eagle Scout, and his name is over here. I'll give him a shout out. But yet another fun fact is I used to be a Boy Scout. So Boy Scout, Air Force, lots of fun facts spewing out. And there's an airplane taking off. That is a Spirit airline, it looks like. No, that's a Southwest airline. Southwest flies out of here. So the wall numbering provided by Cole Smith of Troop 891. It was his Eagle Scout project in 2020. And the nameplates were made by Myrtle Beach Granite and Marble, doing business as Grassy Granite and Marble. So there you go. Shouts out to the people that helped make this place happen. It's very peaceful here. And one of these days, I'm gonna come over here and sit and watch the airplanes take off and land, because I can sit there and watch airplanes take off and land all day. Also, there's a little, some background about the archaeological history of this location where this airport is at. And apparently there's lots of Indian tribes that lived here. There's some settlers from Europe that lived here, from Spain that lived here or occupied this space. So lots of history here. I need to cut this off because I'll be here doing fun facts galore for the next 20 minutes. Trip mode out.
Next on Trip Mode, Episode 5. The travelers visit a local seafood restaurant for shrimp and clams, check out the popular Barefoot Landing where they visited a local wine shop, and conclude their Myrtle Beach Trip Mode adventure.